Brand new technology is helping Attleboro High School instructors take their classes to the next level. Late last summer, the school purchased a new three-dimensional printer. Conceptually similar to a typical paper printer, the three-dimensional printer uses layers of ABS plastic to build three-dimensional objects. The technology allows students much greater precision and range in the types of objects that they can create. The technology is new to the world of engineering, and Attleboro High School is one of only a few regional schools with access to the technology. We spoke with Attleboro High School Director of Career and Technical Education, Susan Edmunds, about the technology.
I'm Susan Edmunds. I'm the Director of Career and Technical Education here at Attleboro High School. The engineering program is one of the 11 Chapter 74 programs that we have here at the school, preparing students to be career and college ready. A couple of years ago, we looked into how we could improve the offerings that we have in engineering and make it more exciting for the students. And we came up with the concept of bringing on a 3D printer. Initially, we had looked at just the 3D printer, and when it came time to actually make the purchase, we were able to buy not only the 3D printer, but a two-dimensional printer as well. The recommendation to buy this type of technology actually came from our advisors in this program. Every Chapter 74 program has to have an advisory committee. Those are people in industry, post-secondary education, in the community, and they come together twice a year, at least twice a year, and give us some idea of what we should be doing as far as preparing our students so that they're work ready and ready to go into the workforce when they leave here or to go on to post-secondary. And so the suggestion was made by several of our advisors that we should look into this because this is the way industry is going. It is a way for students to design on the computer using the computer software and then send it either to the two-dimensional printer while they're testing out their prototype, and then when their prototype is corrected and all the kinks are ironed out, then they send it off to the 3D printer. Prior to using this machine, they would have to use an X-Acto knife or other pieces of other cutting pieces and cut it out of styrofoam, which was not always the best strategy because their fine motor skills may not have been such that they would have been able to actually create their design to be as authentic as it was on the computer. So what this enables our students to do is take their design directly from the computer and send it to the printer where it is recreated in a very precise manner.
So what we do is we start with the engineering design process, and depending on the way that you want to teach it, it can be anywhere between 6 steps and 12 steps, depending on how detailed you want to get into. We go over what goes into an engineer's notebook, and we do some small activities where they can design and create something of their own, test it out. And then we get into a little bit of mechanical engineering, structural engineering, and electrical engineering. And we just kind of do the basics of that. We do some basics and some advanced in CAD using the SolidWorks program. And we're hoping to get a couple other programs involved from the AutoCAD software if we can obtain that software. We acquired this at the end of the school year last year, and we just got it up and running in September of last year. And the students love it. The way that it works is that it takes ABS plastic material, and it kind of looks like it's on a weed whacker type string, and it melts it to a semi-liquid state, and then it extrudes it in layers on a platform that's in the printer, and it just builds it up into a 3D shape, depending on what you design. We use a 3D program called SolidWorks, and the students have the creativity to design what they want in that program based on the projects that we're working on, and they take that file and they create what's called an STL file, and they transfer that over to the printer through the software that the printer uses, and then it builds it, takes it similar to the way a regular printer works, and memorizes what it needs to do. It puts it into different layers, and then it just builds it up. The students love it. They can design something on SolidWorks, and then it brings it to life. They can touch it, they can test it, and they really get a good grasp of how it's going to work when they can print it right out here in the classroom within a few hours. They learn new skills, and they can apply these skills whether they're going to college, a tech school, or right into a career. It'll help them greatly. I really appreciate the fact that we've been able to gain this technology here at Attleboro High School. I think it's added a lot to the program, and the students will be able to take this information and go to a college, and they'll have a lot of skills that some of the other students may not have been able to get at their high school, or even at in the early years of college, and they'll be able to help teach other students how to use this, which is is going to be great for them as well.
We are all very excited about the use of the machine here in engineering, and some of the samples of the students' work have just been so extraordinary. It has taken them to a different level, and it's just very exciting to see the students so involved and so intense in creating things that they can then send to the 3D printer.